Let's take us look to the leader of the group.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Goeiemiddag, dames en here. Sanibonani Dumelang. By virtue of the power vested in me as Vice Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State. And we do this for the awarding of certificates and diplomas and the conferment of degrees in the following faculties: health sciences, law, and theology. I therefore award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on all the candidates that the deans will present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. Once again, welcome, and please be seated.
Dames en heren, eregasten, goeiemiddag. Bomme le bontate baeti kaofela ba hlomphehileng le amohetswe. Ladies and gentlemen, and all our guests, good afternoon and welcome to the University of the Free State. This afternoon we'll be conferring degrees in the faculties of health sciences, law, and theology. I want to congratulate at this point the graduates. This is your day. If you don't feel it yet, you better start feeling it. When you walk across the stage, you must be present in the moment. We are proud of you. To all the parents, family, friends, we are very excited to share this day with you. And we know how hard you have worked and supported to make sure that this day is real. I would like to give a special welcome to our partners from the Department of Health in Northwest. These are colleagues who support us almost every year, and we want to say, as the University of the Free State, we appreciate your presence every time. To the Vice Chancellor, the registrars, the deans and their representatives, to the SRC President, our special guest, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the university makes use of photographers who have been authorized by the university, and they are present in the hall. However, there are other photographers who have been allocated space around campus to take pictures of graduates. Please be aware that the university does not take responsibility for the quality of the pictures. For those of us who got into the hall after announcements were made just before the ceremony started, may we please go to page 2. At the top of page 2, you'll realize we are only alerting you and making a request about 3 things. The first one, the reason we are all here, apart from seeing graduates walk across the stage, is to hear each name being called. Now, we are making a plea that as the name of a graduate is called, we should allow the family and friends to hear the name. We can ululate in between and scream as much as we want, but when the next name is called, we need to be quiet. Number 2, as far as possible, let's avoid walking out of the hall while the proceedings are underway. At times, it becomes a bit of a distraction. And then the third one, I've just switched off my cell phone, but if you need to keep it on silent, please do. We should only avoid making calls while we go through the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would want to introduce our guest speaker to you. Mr. Sello Hatang is the Chief Executive Officer of the Nelson Mandela Foundation. Previously, he was the Head of Information Communications and spokesperson for the South African Human Rights Commission. He participated in the post-1994 transformation of the National Archives, including providing archival support for the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. He is the former director of the South African History Archives at Wits University. He is the founder member of the Advisory Council of the Council for Advancement of the South African Constitution. He is the 2014 Archbishop Tutu Fellow. Recently, he successfully summited Mount Kilimanjaro in an effort to keep impoverished girls in school. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give Mr. Sello Hatang a warm welcome and listen to the message.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the warm applause and introduction. And thanks for the invitation. And in fact, Prof. Jansen will tell you how when he called me, I think I stopped breathing for about 30 seconds or so, because these don't come every day when you're called upon to come and speak to people who are going to be helping shape South Africa and who will be shaking the world. I think because you did all the protocol, I hear that, Prof, that these days you actually no longer say all protocol observed. I'm told that it's very 90s. So now you say, consider yourselves protocoled while I observe you. But I need to also say to the management and senior management of the university and the SRC, thank you very much. But the one person I do need to acknowledge in person is Nicolene Snyman, who made sure that I'm here. So she dealt with all the logistics to make sure that I'm here. Greetings to all the students, parents, wives, husbands, children, friends, and staff. While thinking about this address today, I considered talking about the issues that plague us currently as a country, about the crisis of leadership, about the triumph of the constitutional democracy, about the confidence I have in the moral integrity of our people. Then there's the issue of the student protest or the fate of fallism, or what we need to do to fix our education, or the manic frustration with politics, racism, xenophobia, collapse of institutions, trust deficit in our political leadership and organizations. Many issues you can see that I had to choose from. But today I'm not talking about any of these. I've realized the nub of the issue we face revolves around poverty and inequality. Overcoming this scourge will have a ripple effect into every facet of South African life. It affords a decent life, employment, quality education, and social mobility. Most importantly, it would restore dignity. It's really not nice to be one of the most unequal countries in the world. And as young professionals, that's one of the things you have to help change. To the new graduates, congratulations on completing your tertiary studies. What you have achieved is impressive in a country where the odds are unfairly stacked against you. As you are aware, the road toward graduation is filled with obstacles and hardship, but hopefully with sweet reward in the end. That sweet reward, I saw part of it, and I'm looking forward to the ululation that will be going on. Of course, limited, I'm told now, I heard. So the limited ululation, but I saw a few women doing what I'm hoping to see more of, the shoes. So the styles of the shoes and those who will be carrying them in hand. I'm looking forward to that. By the way, I already saw 2 carrying their shoes, so I'm looking forward to that. We know that only 12 to 14% of those who start schooling are eligible to attend a tertiary institution after matric. And once here, the dropout rate remains high, with an estimated 50 to 60% of students dropping out in their first year. You are now part of a select few in the country with tertiary education. For many South Africans who have not had this opportunity, you become automatic leaders based on this degree, diploma, or certificate, and the privilege of education. If there's one message I can leave you with today, is use this privilege wisely. However, while I applaud you and congratulate you heartily, I need to also pay respect to those who supported you to get here. Your parents, your grandparents, families, donors, and support structures that have made it possible. These are gifts we should be thankful for. There are few students who complete their studies without the support of the extended social networks. Let's also pay our respect to the grannies whose pensions have been used by some of you to see you through. Speaking as one who used his granny's pension to get through university. Your success today is built on the support and sacrifice of these people. They're sitting right at the back, but if we had this normal, they should be sitting in front. And I hope as I speak about them, you see their pictures in your head, because they made it possible. Some couldn't sleep while some had to look after children if you have children. During our work with students and youth in South Africa, I've met with many people who reflect the diversity of our country. Rich and poor, black and white, Sesotho, English and African speaking, young and old, the clergy from Limpopo to the Western Cape, a nurse, etc. Consistently, I'm disturbed by how we talk past each other. We fail to listen with deep empathy and often respond with shallow notions of what we know and have been taught about one another. Listening, not just hearing, is one thing that Madiba did well. When I think back on the deaths at Marikana or the heart-wrenching stories of student poverty, I'm reminded about the failure to listen with deep appreciation of different perspectives and regard for our shared history and tragedy. For the Nelson Mandela Foundation, our purpose is to continue the legacy of Madiba in building South Africa. I've heard a slew of ideas, policy solutions, idealism, and radical approaches to transformation to get there. One thing is certain, there's no quick fixes. So what can you as young graduates do to build South Africa? It starts with the family and the community. These are the social structures that form the building block of our country, and we often forget this. They made graduation possible. It is the community that united to fight for freedom, that formed the social fabric of our society. And it is the community that will support you later through your aesthetic, of course, the celebrations of success, and your yearning for the country without the ills that we know very well. It is commonplace in South Africa to talk about the burden of a black tax. It is the cost that black professionals and entrepreneurs have to pay once they start earning money. They have to pay to support extended families and community that many white graduates do not often have, based on the inequalities of post-apartheid South Africa. But we should remember that the black tax is essential to the development of our country and the communities we serve. It is the first point of call to take care of those closest to you to maintain our dignity and theirs. It is not only a talk-time tax or for a weave, as much as a weave is important. We cannot rely on the shifts in policy to take care of the next generation. As soon as you leave this university, your work begins for the next generation to serve the people you care about in any way possible. At the same time, we should commit ourselves to the reduction of these inequalities. We know the student movements have been at the forefront of these struggles and they've been working hard to end inequality. Ending inequality is the struggle of your generation. It is what your generation should unite and fight for throughout your careers. You must continue fighting for equality in all its fronts and guises. It is in the interest of all South Africans to have a just and equal society. It simply isn't fair to have a society in which your status is determined from birth, where your chances of success are determined by whether you were born in Bloemfontein or Bethel, or in Kuma, in Stelfontein, in the Northwest, or whether your parents are domestic workers or mining magnates. We should all have the same access and chance to success. The broken schooling system, failing our youth, fuels the inequality we so resent. We cannot allow a system in which your status as a gay in a township leads to a target on your back, or being a woman means you are vulnerable wherever you are. These are inequalities that we need to fight as you venture out into this world. At the same time, we need to avoid the essentialisms and identity politics that are becoming prevalent in our country. One of the deep problems that we're seeing now is the issue of generalizations. So generalizations do not help take us any further as a nation. Let me leave you with this thought from Madiba while addressing a youth festival when he said, as future leaders of this country, your challenge is to foster a nation in which all people, irrespective of race, color, sex, religion, or creed, can assert social cohesion fully. Mindful of your own challenges, you must continue to promote the principle of relentless freedom and democracy, as it is the foundation upon which issues of human rights are ingrained. He further said, in 2009, the world remains beset by so much human suffering, poverty, and deprivation. It is in your hands to make of our world a better one for all, especially the poor, vulnerable, and marginalized. Madiba says that the measure of any society should not be by how we treat those who are high in our society, but those who are most vulnerable, particularly the children and women and, of course, prisoners. As you leave this university, you'll realize that this institution represents a microcosm of South African society. These years in your life have been a privilege, but it is only the beginning. The more you commit yourself to continual learning, the more free you become. You need to continually strive to educate yourselves, both within the walls of institutions like these, but even outside. I quote the author Wole Soyinka, who writes about the commodities of human exchange, which is part of the learning outside university, which I hope you discover for yourselves as you leave this institution, and I quote, "What does the continent known as Africa possess that the rest or a greater part of the globe does not have already in superabundance? These obviously cannot be limited to material or inert possessions, such as mineral resources, touristic landscapes, strategic locations, not forgetting the continent's centuries-old designation as human hatcheries for the supply of cheap labor to other societies, East and West. There also exist dynamic possessions, ways of perceiving, responding, adapting, or simply doing that vary from people to people, including structures of human relations. These all constitute potential commodities of exchange, not as negotiable as timber, petroleum, or uranium perhaps, but nonetheless recognizable as defining the human worth of any people. and could actually contribute to the resolution of existential dilemma of distant communities, or indeed to global survival, if only they were known about or permitted their proper valuation. It is its humanity, the quality and valuation of its own existence, and modes of managing its environment, both physical and intangible, which includes the spiritual, that remain the primary incontestable asset to which any society can lay claim or offer a unique contribution to the attainment of the world. A final thought from me to remind you of what Madiba once said, when he said there's one question that should bother us. And he says, the call now is for each one of you to ask ourselves, are we doing all we can to help build the country of our dreams? It is in your hands to help build that country. And to end on a note of hope, and to remind you that there's a letter that Madiba wrote in 1969, and he was writing to his children, and I paraphrase, saying, I heard about your education, that you're doing very well in your education. And I'm looking forward to the day I can see some of your results and see you achieve. But I also have been hearing that you can now cook many things that you prepare well. I'm looking forward to the day when I can enjoy that. You'll remember that in a letter that I wrote you in the 1960s, I told you that a white judge had said I should stay in jail for the rest of my life. No one knows when I'll be out of jail, not even the judge who said I should stay here. But one thing that keeps me here is the belief that one day I will live in happiness and spend the rest of my living years with you in happiness. Then he ends that by saying, don't worry about me now. I'm happy, well, and full of strength and hope. Madiba said that about the issue of hope in 1969. Little did he know that he had 20 more years to spend in prison. If Madiba carried that hope, we have no reason to lose hope about our country and about everything else. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hatang. We appreciate and value the work you do, and we wish you well, because we share those values. Never be tired of challenging us as society to be the better version of ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause. As the Odeon String Quartet gets ready on stage to perform, let me share with you some of their achievements. We pride ourselves as the University of the Free State to have a full-time resident string quartet at the university. And the members of the string quartet are Sharon de Kock, Jean-Louis Moelman, Anne-Marie van der Westhuizen, and Samson Diamond. During 2013, the quartet performed with great success at the National Arts Festival in Grahamstown and at an international arts festival in Zimbabwe. And they toured Europe from there. The members of this quartet play a very important role as teachers at the Odeon School of Music, attracting students from all over the country. They also lead the string sections of the Free State Symphony Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, let's allow the quartet to share a performance with us. thank you very much for that beautiful piece. It actually helps the graduates calm the nerves. And may you have a beautiful day forward, and thank you for honoring our requests every time. I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Gert van Zyl, to present the candidates for diplomas and degrees in his faculty. After him, it will be the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Professor Caroline Nicholson, and then the Dean of the Faculty of Theology, Professor Fanny Snyman. Over to you, Professor Gert van Zyl.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the following diplomas and confer the following degrees on the candidates I introduced to you. In the School of Medicine, it seems to me there's no candidates in School of Medicine. In the School of Nursing, Advanced Diploma in HIV and AIDS Healthcare, gevorderde diploma in HIV en vigsgesondheidsorg, geweld MG. Mofokeng LJ. Mujaki ME. Advanced University Diploma in Occupational Health Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in beroepsgesondheid verpleegkunde. Butwanje GR. Ikandu RD. Gasebuse BM. Joseph CA. Lebitsa GB. Mabilu MD. Masiba KP. Mule TE. Muloy M. Mulotsi LC. Mosholi MFS. Ndaba PT. Nimbudani A. Sorry. Nyokweni AA. Norkie GR. Tati F. Advanced University Diploma in Forensic Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in forensiese verpleegkunde. De Wal B, Forbo PP, Gaubuse ZJ, Goli MA, Gila BT, Kumapi MF, Manzini FG, Mulope PE, Mulopu PE. Matwang MS, Mchaseni MJ, Nojila ZS, Ramsamy T, Roderick KE, Ru E, and a diploma with distinction in die diploma met lof. Sebogodi BM, Villaflores J, Advanced University Diploma in Community Health Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in gemeenskapsverpleegkunde. Mofokeng TM, Moshapane SS, Pisane SD, Advanced University Diploma in Healthcare Management, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in gesondheidszorgbestuur. Botma ME, Dutanyane MM, Glova MG, Valol MA, Photo NR, Kalake MR, Diteku P, Loetu KL, Dutlabu F, Marumu PM, Matopa BA, Mbajaza DT. Nana AA. Mugatu LP. Mulefi MM. Mchongchu NA. Ngenu KA. HA. Peterson TI. Pule LS. Ragiba DA. Rai D. Saila LM. Seome IM. Taisi MG. Advanced University Diploma in Advanced Midwifery and Neonatology, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma, gevorderde verloskunde en neonatologie. De lange CV. Freeman SJ. Iman CE. Kubeka TM. Macau JP. Nisi TG. Mvula SP. Pule MA. Prokwanja B. Sebia MM. Siyoko NE. Advanced University Diploma in Child Psychiatric Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in kinderpsigiatrie verpleegkunde. Kutsie RA. Maslangu ET. Manzini EP. Mashabane NP. Ndebele SP. Mufafi HL. Ngidi NN. Setona KR. Sabia T. Advanced University Diploma in Pediatric Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in kinderverpleegkunde. Dooley N. Letsepa MI. Magale ML. Magogolane SE. Rapabi MD. Rini B. Tahane PJ. Tamae MM. Advanced University Diploma in Critical Care Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in kritieke sorg verpleegkunde. Take JL. Advanced University Diploma in Operating Theatre Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in operasiesaal verpleegkunde. Shobokwane TP. Kutsie N. Keaja M. Kaitumetse KK. Hamanayane K. Mokebane MB. Monahatswawe M. Putswane MM. Sinakomo MM. Tswala MJ. Advanced University Diploma in Primary Healthcare, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in primêre kliniese gesondheidsorg. Bekus en R. Tlanchwa B. Flink AD. Gina HA. Yama T. Yoka BG. Gabola FQ. Korti A. Magerman SE. Malakwane MJ. Matebula IAE. Mawiza NS. Melore B. Nisi GM. Njayeni CL. Nake MD. Sinclair M. Taiwe NT. Tubela, MD. Advanced University Diploma in Psychiatric Nursing, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in psigiatrische verpleegkunde. Maumapelo, SS. Sani, MR. Advanced University Diploma in Nursing Education, gevorderde universiteitsdiploma in verpleegonderrig. Bramo, MC. De Koker, G. Rafferty, CC. Zimta Tapa Mbantla, M. Baccalaureus Suentitatis Scientiae Nursing, Baccalaureus Suentitatis Scientiae Verpleegkunde. Adam, CL. Badenhorst, A. Bamberger, A. Botus, S. Botha, A. Kutsie, M. Kutsie, TB. Damstra, A. Da Uwa, P. Dlamini, M. Draper, C. Duplessis, A. De Pre, T. Engelbreg, RS. Estreise, LM. Felix, CD. Ferreira, E. Fatua, NV. Gabake, MB. Galeboe, MA. Gous, A. Groener, AM. Holworth, M. Jacobs A, Jacobs CM, Kabi LE, Gara RS, Kleinhans I, Linda hier, Lou RL, Malefane AM, Maleka KJ, Mapela N, Marx L, Masuku ZZ, Mokonyane MA, Mkwena MM, Mkone MR, Moelman S, Msingma RN, Mzazi X, Moller S, Mkleleni ZN, Nkosi AA, Nkwale T, Northcote BJ, Ntombela ZT, they must help me. Do you want some water gift? Right. Beep. PPM. Raseroka M. Rautenbach M. Schreder N. Sametsa KE, Spalmer A, Stein S, Swanepoel M, Taal ML, Templeton NL. Tron EL. Thomas DM. Chubane NB. Uys M. Van der Merwe W. and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Van Rooyen HL. Van Wyk CA. Venter A. Venter SC. Visser A. Ja, dankie. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I now request the graduates who received the baccalaureate degree in nursing to stand for taking the vow. I also request all registered nurses in the audience to stand and identify themselves with the gravity with which the vow is regarded. I request the congregation not to applaud after the vow has been taken. Thank you, Prof. Magda.
In die teenwoordigheid van almal hier, dat ek glo dat die eerbare professie wat ek nou betree, 'n groot voorreg en ontzagwekkende verantwoordelikheid in my hande lê. Ek sal myself van alles wat skadelik en verkeerd is onthou en sal nooit enige nadelige en bedwelmende middel neem of doelbewus aan ander toedien nie.
Mme ke tla boloka ka hohle le lekunutu ditaba tsohle tsa batho le tsa lelapa tseo nka tlohang ke di hlokomela nakong ya ho phetha mosebetsi wa ka.
I see myself as a sounding board for my patients in pain, dismay and fear, and therefore each of them is an individual to me, with its own personality and needs. Each is an embodiment of the wonder of life, whom I want to acknowledge and protect in all modesty. In the final instance, I see my work as an expression of love, a love that includes all my fellow humans, regardless of their race or religion or status. Thus I want to see my vocation as part of the divine truth, and now abide faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love.
Can I ask that candidates in baccalaureate in medical sciences and honours come forward? Can the staff help us with that, please? Thank you. Vice-Chancellor in the School of Medicine, Baccalaureus in Medical Sciences honoris, Baccalaureus in Mediese Wetenskappe honoris. Boonzaier, WPE and a specialization in medical physics. Boysen C met spesialisasie in menslike molekulêre biologie. Brits M met spesialisasie in fisiologie. Dislaplane MJ and a specialization in pharmacology. Diseko LG with a specialization in human molecular biology. Kalik OP met spesialisasie in fisiologie. Kroukamp M met spesialisasie in menslike molekulêre biologie. Leguana TD with specialization in medical physics. Mangwatu IM with specialization in pharmacology. Mawutana MG and specialization in medical microbiology, virology. Moki T, specialization in pharmacology. Mpela FF with specialization in pharmacology. Yeni SKV with specialization in human molecular biology. Potgieter D met spesialisasie in geneeskundige fisika. Terblaans GID met spesialisasie in mediese microbiologie, virologie and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Violante D with specialization in medical physics and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the Dean's Medal, as well as the Senate Medal and prizes to the following candidates that I'll introduce to you. The Dean's Medal awarded to a final year the Dean's Medal awarded to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first 5-year baccalaureate degree in the Faculty of Health Sciences, as well as the Senate Medal awarded to the best 5-year baccalaureate degree student at a university. Die toekenning gaan aan Dr. Pieter Jan Lou in medies MBCAB. Ongelukkig is Dr. Lou nie beskikbaar vandag nie, rector. The second is the Dean's Medal awarded to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first 4-year baccalaureate degree in the Faculty of Health Sciences. So 'n dekaansmedalje toegeken aan 'n finalejaar student wat die beste ten opsigte van die eerste 4 jaar bakalaureusgraad in die fakulteit gesondheid wetenskappe presteer het, en dit gaan aan mevrou Brandt Desiree Michelle, bakalaureus in dieetkunde. The Dean's Medal, awarded to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first 3-year baccalaureate degree in the Faculty of Health Sciences. De kansmedalje toegeken aan 'n finalejaar student wat die beste ten opsigte van die eerste 3-jarige baccalaureusgraad in die fakulteit gesondheidswetenskappe presteer het, en dit gaan aan Karel Nicolaas Sachet, baccalaureus in mediese wetenskappe, stralingswetenskappe. The Dean's Medal, awarded to the best honor student in the Faculty of Health Sciences, die dekaansmedalje toegeken aan die beste honneursgraad student in die fakulteit gesondheidswetenskappe, en dit gaan aan Gert Ignatius de Pre ter Blaans, baccalaureusgraad in mediese wetenskappe honoris met spesialisasie in mediese microbiologie en virologie.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the following diplomas and confer the following degrees on the candidates I introduce to you. Postgraduate Diploma in Labour Law, nagraadse diploma in arbeidsreg. Ditsebe TF. Grootboom S. Kabu RI. Labotsa MM. You want it back? Mayasela VN. Mbalula JNI. Makmatule VJ. Mwepe KK. Mokwena AB. Molobi N. Pelser E. Segotsane, FL. Seglangu, L. Sisi Mogang, LM. Tage, LA. Tanyani, TB. Baccalaureus Juris. Bienneke M and the degree with distinction, die graad met lof. Magedi, MM. Motalosa, NI. Nkulo, NV. Matabele, MS. Muswera Kwenda, TB. Ramfolo, MM. Olifant, LN. Simon, MJ. Redlinghuis, SJ. Takani, B. Baccalaureus, Legum. Thank you. Alan, DB. Austin, HE. Banda, GZ. Barkhuizen, KJ. Boyson, E. Buerta, A. Boucher, CC. Bowman, LA. Brits, CRN. Kalitz, T, and the degree with distinction, die graad met lof. Cato, LHW. Kluter, N. Kutsia, W. Colangelo, FD. Cronje, JH. Kraus, H. Davis, JJ, and the degree with distinction, die graad met lof. Delport, C. De Villiers, D, and the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Del Festino, IR, and the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Dupree, K. Durant, CG. Engelbrecht, C. Engelbrecht, J. Engelbrecht, V, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Ferreira, H. Fouchier, D. Francisco, E. Galani, M.V. Gerber, N, the degree with distinction, die graad met lof. Glans, J. Haasbroek, J.C. Haasbroek, M, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Winkelman, A. Hugo, N.C. Janse van Rensburg, M. Jonker, L. Kasselman, L, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Kavikariua, S.U. Key, A. Killian, R. Klaas, S. Klein, J. Klopper, M. Klopper, S. Koto, K.S. Crick, E. Larishi F. J. Lakota KT. Liebenberg JM. Lonnie QN. Low TJ. Maditsa MK. Majit SI. Majay HMT. Makwarimba MT. Maluleka DN. Mabolo, Mama Bolo, Mama Bolo, Mama Bolo NH. Mpaglala NL. Masalela PJ. Mashele EM. Meets SC. Mere, is that correct? Mere KD. Nyaka S. Modisanyani T. Mohotsi D. Makokonwana, correct me? Makonwanya. TN. Makwena MS. Mulman MA. Morakile L. Mouton E. Bukhari C. Munsami D. Naidu K. Neertling JM. Nell A. Ngwenyama NC. Nomongo S, the degree with distinction, I graad met lof. Nto LNM. Uberholzer AJ, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Uberholzer LN. Odendaal ML. Patosi N. Pele BA. Ross EO. Rasike M. Rajenbach M. Rodriguez C. Reiter VY. Simon A, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Salamane LP. Saunderson AE. Skitakat CM. Senekwane RP. Sarakehu TP. Suku CJ, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Swart D. Teko KN. Tehran L, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Titmas B. Claudi DP. Claudi MC. Trollope U. Chipa KH. Van Vieren LD. Van het Berg CM, the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Van der Linde JM. Van der Merwe D. Van der Merwe M. Van der Merwe T. Van Dijk OT. Van Straten M. Van Sail CH and the degree with distinction in graad met lof. Van Sail S. Foster AC. Watkins LJ. Vessels JC. Zemo T. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the Dean's Medal to the following candidate. The Dean's Medal is awarded to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first 4-year baccalaureus degree in the Faculty of Law. Die kansmedalje, toegekend aan 'n finale jaar student wat die beste ten opsigte van 'n eerste 4-jarige baccalaureusgraad in die fakulteit regsgeleerdheid presteer het. And it is awarded to, dit word toegekend aan meneer Christoffel Hendrik van Sail, baccalaureus legging.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the following diplomas and certificates and confer the following degrees on the candidates I shall introduce to you. Postgraduate Diploma in Theology, nagraadse diploma in Theologie. Wessels NG. Certificate in Theology, Certificaat in Theologie. Liu M.R. Mokwena K.J. Baccalaureus Theologiae, Bart B. De Beer V. Jacobs N. Louis S. Oosthuizen N.J. and the degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Otto B.A. Swarts E. Venter HP. Vosloo R. Wissels M. Baccalaureus Artium Honoris Theology, Baccalaureus Artium Honoris Theologie. Akach PAO. Akach. Letsie MA. Mare E with specialization in practical theology, met specialisasie in praktische theologie and the degree with distinction en die graad met lof. Molaowa BS with specialization in practical theology met spesialisasie in praktische teologie. Motswenyane TE with specialization in practical theology met spesialisasie in praktische teologie. Selasang Yeng, KD, with specialization in missiology met spesialisasie in sendingwetenskap. Stein, EK, met spesialisasie in praktische theologie, met spesialisasie in praktisiologie and the degree with distinction en die graad met lof. Baccalaureus Theologiae Honoris. Diku M with specialization in religion studies met spesialisasie in godsdienstkunde. Kepu T with specialization in religion studies met spesialisasie in godsdienstkunde. Mgoye Chana C with specialization in religion studies met spesialisasie in godsdienstkunde. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the Dean's Medal to the following candidate. Stein, EK, Baccalaureus Artium Honoris in Theologie.
Okay. There are many, many highlights in the academic year of our university. This is the absolute highlight. We are so excited about this day. Yes, we have 8 graduation ceremonies. One this morning in education, today in theology, law, and the health sciences, and we're going on through Friday. But every one is special. And I want to tell you today, as our graduates of COFSIS, you are now what they call an alumnus. For the women, an alumna. What does this mean? Well, go onto the internet and use dictionary.com. An alumnus is defined as follows. The first check you make comes back to the university. That's the meaning. That is the meaning of the word alumna or alumnus. And we are so proud of you. I want to say to the women students, when I see you on campus in the past several years, you don't look very attractive, but today, because you wear the same jeans every single day, and that, the same t-shirt, but today I have to say, the women students, you look absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I don't even want to ask how much money you spent on that hair. I don't want to ask. Nor have we yet in engineering figured out how you managed to stay on top of those high heels without falling off. It is a mystery. It is a mystery. And even the guys today, I want to say you look very handsome, very dapper. And so we are proud of you. You look different today. And the reason, this is the only university in the world, where the professors stand outside and wait for you to come inside so that we can applaud you. And you will forget everything that you've learned in pediatric nursing, and you will forget everything that you've learned in private law, and you will forget everything that you've learned in. By the way, I must ask Professor Fani Snyman, there's some things I don't understand. I'm a curriculum theorist, so most of what you said, the degrees I don't understand. But I don't understand this thing called practical theology. Isn't theology supposed to be practical? I'm just asking. It's supposed to be practical, So I'm learning, but boy, we are so proud of you. But I think students, you would agree with me that no matter how hard you worked, you didn't get here by yourself. As Mr. Tang said in his excellent speech, there are grandmothers here who use pension money to help you pay registration. There are mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles that made huge sacrifices. There are husbands and wives that have made huge sacrifices. Would you stand up, please, and give them a round of applause for helping you to get here today? I can't hear you. Thank you very much. I can almost hear some mother and father saying, "Dank die Vader, die kind is klaar. Nou kan ons weer 'n bietjie by die spur gaan eet." And I have now been at the university for 6 years and 7 months and 3 weeks and 4 days and 13 hours. I know almost I was looking at you as you came past, I know almost every one of you. I know your troubles. I know which one of you broke up with a boyfriend. I know most of you by virtue of the time that I was here. And I want to tell you something. I'm a bit of what they call a Pollyanna. Now, Pollyanna is somebody who always sees something positive even when things are really, really difficult. So yes, we're headed for junk bond status in the economy. Yes, there is, as Mr. Tang said, a trust deficit between the people and the parliament, between the government and those it serves. Yes, it is true we have two school systems, one that works for 20% of our children, and for 80% of the kids, it does not work, I know. Yes, it is true that our campuses are in turmoil. It is true that this is a difficult, difficult time in our history. But you know, even for the student who breaks your heart 1,000,000 times over, and even for the person who disappoints you, I always see in the people I'm privileged to work with something positive. So I want to reflect back for you in 3 minutes what I saw in the past few years about you. There are 32,000 students on our 3 campuses. I can tell you with authority that the overwhelming majority of those students are decent, they are not violent, they love other people. I know that because a small number doesn't explain the big number. And our country will do well if when you get your COFC degree, there's something about these 3 students reflected in your life. Because remember, we've only worked on 2 things, and we still have a lot of work to do. The one is on the academics of this university. It is important for me as a professor to make sure that our university is one of the top universities in its academics, and we've come a long way. In 4 years, the pass rate at this university went up from 60% to this year, over 82%. And the reason is very, very simple. We made sure that we improved our teaching and that we demanded much of you in your learning because we know you're smart. Contrary to what the school system says, we know you are very, very smart. The problem is you don't know it. That's the problem. So let me tell you your story through 3 students during my time here who have literally changed my way of seeing the country, the campus, and the community. So let me show you the first photo of an amazing student. She happens to be graduating today. All right. Die manne daarbo, hoe lyk dit? The guys up there take a little long because they did mathematical literacy, but they will be with us in a second. I shouldn't say that, they could spoil this whole show. Right, just press OK and then we're good to go. The first student I want to show you is this student over here. Now, when I first came to Bloemfontein, like most people who come from elsewhere, you know, you come into a small city with incredibly warm and loving people. That was my experience. But sometimes even a young person like this will absolutely blow you away. And I took my family to eat prawns in College Square, which at a terrible place. You must never eat fish in Bloemfontein. You must eat it at the coast. But after we had dinner, we came out and on a Saturday afternoon, I'll never forget it. And this little first-year student came running and stood in front of me. Her name is Tanya Karlitz. And there she stood in front of me, and I was wondering, what on earth is this girl doing? And she just stood there, and I said to her in Afrikaans, "Wat kan ek vir jou doen?" And she said, "Ek wil net vir Prof groet." Now you see, we've forgotten that. I grew up in a home. That is why I can't be violent. That is why I can't be disrespectful to elder people. Because I grew up in a home, if you tried to raise your hand, or you tried to be violent, your mother would come down on you like a ton of bricks. And so this young woman had learned that when she sees her teachers, even if it's out in the street, and she was with other friends, so you can imagine there's a very embarrassing situation here in Bloemfontein, because here's a white girl going to greet an overweight black guy in public and say, net kom groet. And every day that I have watched this young woman over the past 4 years or more, I have seen what I dream about for every COFSI student. You know, there's very few people in our country that I will say, even on our campus, are truly in their heart of hearts non-racial. In other words, they love people regardless of what they look like, regardless of how much money they earn, regardless of how they make love when they're married, regardless of where they come from. Very few people have a non-racial heart who love equally. Now, I just need to warn you about this, especially in these times. If in our country you love both white and black without regard, you are in for a hiding. People want you to make choices. Don't make a choice. As I wrote in my little book, Letters to My Children, when somebody forces you to choose between your white brother and your black brother, choose your brother. Choose your brother. And that is why there is not a holiday that goes by that working somewhere in Africa, somewhere in a township, somewhere with people who don't look like her, and she would be giving her life in the service of others. And that is Tanya Carlos. And let me tell you something. It is not an accident that as a law student, she's clerking for the Deputy Chief Justice in the Constitutional Court, Dikgang Moseneke. You don't get there unless you are very special. Unless you are very special. The next person that has changed my life is a student that they call Andy. Now, when I first met her, she was in her second year. Somebody had brought her into my office because she needed money to study. I can assure you she looked very thin and very hungry, but she's turned out very beautiful. Her friends call her Andy. And she was going to drop out of her studies. And she wrote me a beautiful letter this week about how that moment of interaction with this young woman who still had a lot to do, to grow, to become confident, to survive university, but she needed to be able to study. And I looked at this young woman from Welkom, and I said to myself, you know what? There's something in her that tells me she's going to do great things with her life. She became the head of the residence, the student head of a residence called Velvicia, or Velvel. And wherever I go in the country, if I mention Velvel, somebody jumps up. And you know, when I first got here in 2009, in July, Velvel was a very, very angry black women's residence. You go there now, it's one of the most integrated residences on our campus, and that is because of the leadership of Andy Hinkerman and Tani Elise. And I want to say to this young woman who uses her brains and her beauty, we have a lot of misses on our campus. You've probably heard of Miss World and Miss South Africa. Now, she was Miss Earth. I have no idea what Miss Earth does, but I know that every time I saw a picture of Andrisha, she was out in the community helping to make a difference. You see, the degree is the easy thing. It's what you do with the degree that makes the difference in our country. And I'm here today, as with Tanya and with Andy. And Andy has a best friend. You will see them even at graduation. I'm sure that when they die in 90 years' time, they'll probably go together. Another very decent young woman called Clarice Haasbroek. You'll always see them together. And Andy, too, has a heart that is not divided on the basis of color, but loves people regardless. And she and Clarice have been inspiring. And finally, I want to show you the picture of somebody that's become a friend of our family here in Bloemfontein. Next picture. And this is a young woman that will also graduate this week. Her name is Nozi, as we call her. I don't know of any student that I've taught in 12 universities around the world that has suffered more than Nozi. I don't know of another student who was so violently assaulted as she was in Dealsville when she was 9 years old. I will spare you the details. I do not know of another student who saw in her own home her mother being beaten to death by her father. I don't know of another student who, despite all of those hardships, went to a school in the township and went to a winter school at Unisi, and she was spotted by a man with a very big heart, the former principal of Grey College, called Johan Volsteer. And Johan took this young woman and put her into Unisi for the senior phase. And she became one of the top students at Unisi. And Johan Volsteer said to me, "You've got to meet this young woman." And I was very, very busy that week. I said, "Johan, ek het nie tyd hierdie week nie, but come after 7. After 7 on campus is a good time because the South Africans run away here at 4 o'clock as if somebody announced a bomb, on campus. But I work late. And so at 7 o'clock, he came with this young woman, he left, and she sat and told me her story. I have never cried like that in my entire life. I'd never known of anybody to have gone through such suffering. And through the tears, I said to her, "Nozi, if your mother was alive today and she was standing there in the corner, what would you tell her?" And this is what Nozi said. Without thinking, I would tell my mother that I am stronger than I have ever been. We found the money out of our pockets and from funders and from a pensioner in Wentworth. Anybody know where Wentworth is? It's a township outside Durban. And I'd written about Nozi's story in my column in the Times. And this pensioner called me and she said, "Professor, after I've paid my bills, in my pension I still have 20 rand left. Would it be enough to help support the girl that you wrote about?" I said to the pensioner, "It is more than enough." Guess who this week is going to walk across here with a BSc degree in genetics? And Nozi is in her honors degree. And I'm not going to stop supporting her till she is Dr. Bonnier. But what Nozi teaches me and my family is no matter how difficult your circumstances, get up again and again and again, and you will get there. What Andy teaches me is no matter how difficult your circumstances, use your life in the service of other people. And what Tanya teaches me is that this country doesn't need to choose between black and white, only between right and wrong. And when we do that, we make this a better country. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceedings for this afternoon. We invite you for refreshments in the exam room, which is just out of here to the right. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, where the exam room is, ask your child. If they don't know where the exam room is, bring back the degree. Our colleague, a young lecturer in the School of Music, Dr. Matilde Tom Wiem, will lead us in song, singing the anthem, and she'll be accompanied by an ensemble led by Anton Esteiser. They are here every single day, graduation, to sing for us. And please remain standing after the singing of the Volkslied, the national anthem, until the procession on stage has left the hall. Would you please rise for the singing of the anthem? By virtue of the power vested in me as Vice-Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.